Hey everybody, Charles for HumbleMechanic.com. Today, we're going to be talking about the future of this show. This is episode 100 of the Humble Mechanic Podcast. So, like I said, this is episode 100. It's a pretty big milestone for me. You know, I'm not like super into milestones, but when you hit 100, it's satisfying and it's cool, and I think it's important to acknowledge that you guys have been with me for a lot of shows, and that's really awesome. So thank you very much for being with me for all these shows. But I want to talk about sort of what the future of this show is going to look like, what it's going to be maybe 6 months from now, what it could be 2 or 3 years from now. And I will say that it's also fitting that I'm doing this video in the GTI. This is the first video in the GTI. I forgot my sunglasses, so I'm not really thrilled about that, but that's okay. We're going to rock and roll the show anyway. So episode 1 was really me talking about what I wanted the show to be. Episode 50, we took a look back and I talked about how I started the show, how I started the blog, why I did all that stuff. I'll put links to both of those two shows in the show notes. Those were kind of the two milestone shows so far. With episode 100, I want to look to the future and some of the things that I'm going to do, some of the things I really want to do, and really what the show could be if all of the pieces fall where they need to make it happen. You know, it's been my goal all along to sort of unite the entire automotive world, the customer world and the technician world, the DIYers, and the people that hate the DIYers. And one way I've really wanted to do that was to build a place where I can connect customers with good technicians. And I don't necessarily mean good shops, because even within good shops, you may have less than stellar technicians. I want to connect you as an owner of a vehicle, you as a driver, whether you drive a Ford or a Chevy or a Honda or a Volkswagen. I want to connect you with the best technician that we can find. So let's say you drive a Subaru and you live in Portland and you need a technician to work on your car. I would love for there to be a place where you could type in your, let's say, zip code, and bam, it'll pull up 3 technicians for you to choose from. Again, not shops, specific technicians. And it'll list their specialties. This guy is great at alignments. This guy, you know, is an all-around Subaru guy. This gal's advanced diagnostics, whatever it may be. You can look at their profile kind of weirdly like an apartment finder and a dating site had a baby, and it's a place to find people to work on your car. And I think that would be really cool, because I get asked all the time, Charles, do you know anybody in this area that can fix my car? And sadly, I really don't. And I really don't know of any forum or any place or any website where you can go punch in your zip code and get that kind of information. And of course, these technicians would have to be vetted. We would have to make sure that they are who they say they are. They really do have the skills, the qualification to work on your car. But not only that, that they're actually part of the community. They want to participate in this. I don't want to just pull random technician names and stick them on a website. I want them to be active parts of the community, to help people out, to be willing to be part of this program. And I think it would just really be amazing to have that kind of resource for everyone across the country. No matter what brand of vehicle you drove, you would have this available to you. So that's one thing that I'm really trying to put the pieces together on how to build, because it's kind of out of my skill set as far as building websites go. Another thing is I'm really trying to ramp up hard on the DIY stuff. You've seen a couple of DIY videos on the GTI already. I got a couple more kind of in waiting. Sometimes DIYs are kind of 2 parts. The last one that I did, I shot some footage for the seat. The seat was really wobbly when I first bought this car, but I had to get it fixed so that I could drive the car. And so I got some footage. I'm gonna make a full video on doing the passenger seat so you guys can see exactly how it's done. It's important for me to not only show you guys, here's how to do a specific repair, but in addition to that, here's how to start using your brain and thinking along the lines of being a technician, being a mechanic, whatever you prefer. I don't really care, as I've talked about a million times, call it what you want. I want you to get your brain switched into that mode so that even if there's a repair that, let's say, you can't find a DIY for, you can figure it out on your own. You can use your resources, your skills that you've learned over time to figure out how to do it yourself with no repair manual, with no YouTube video walking you through step by step. But if I can, I want to be able to make that YouTube video that'll show you step by step how to do it. And it's not just with repairs, it's with diagnostic stuff too. I got a video in the works for how to do a parasitic current draw the easy way, where you don't really need any special tools other than a multimeter. And it's a video that is a little bit more relevant to newer cars as compared to a lot of the videos that are out there that are demonstrating really good practices, but on older vehicles like this one, where you could just pull fuses and use that strategy to diagnose current draw. On modern stuff, as I've talked about before, you really can't do that. It tricks out modules and makes them really sad. And making modules sad while you're trying to diagnose a problem can basically lead you in circles. So those are two things that I'm working on actively now. In the future, you know, what would Humble Mechanic look like in 2 years? What I'd really like to see is me being able to do this full time for you guys. Me being able to sit behind a camera, you know, 3 or 4 times a week, talk to you guys about the industry, talk to you about the things that are going on, whether it be specifically with Volkswagen or Volkswagen Audi or European cars or all cars. You know, I think it can work either narrowly focused like on one brand, or it can work as an industry whole. You know, the things that I talk about, especially when it comes to being a good technician or learning how to be a technician, the brand is irrelevant. The car line is irrelevant. It's the skills, it's the attitude that really is the thing that is important in that situation. And I think between doing that and teaching you guys how to be good technicians, showing you how to make repairs on cars, showing you how to use your brain and diagnose things maybe in a little bit different way than you would have normally, or maybe in a different way that someone else does. The other person's video's not wrong. My video's not necessarily 100% right. But you can take all these skills that you learn, put them together, and you're going to become a better technician or a better DIYer, or save money and not have to get your car fixed at a dealership or a shop. Or if you work at a shop, maybe this is a way around something that you didn't know because you don't work on the brand full time. As far as what it's going to take to get there, well, that's the hard part. That's the a lot of work that I need to do on my end, and continue to build the community, continue to grow, continue to expand the things that I'm doing for you guys in order to sort of push it to the next level, which, as we've seen in this year of doing videos, it's not easy, it's a lot of work, but it's obviously well worth it for me because I love doing it. I love helping you guys out when I can. I love making these videos for you guys to learn and grow and understand how cars work. It's just going to take ramping it up, notching it up a bunch in order to get to a point where I could really sustain this full time. I also want to work on premium content. Now, let me say this. No matter what, if I have any control over what's going on, the bulk of the content on this show, on this blog, on humblemechanic.com is going to be 100% free. I don't want you to have to pay to watch the majority of the videos. But I also want to build some premium content for some folks that really have honestly asked how they can support the show. I get a lot of emails saying, Charles, I want to support the show. I'll pay you for your time, and I don't want that. I want you guys to get the show, to get what I do on a daily basis. I want that to be free for you. So I don't want you to just send me money. I don't want charity. I want to build a premium membership that is an incredible value for you. Let's say it's $50 a year or $100 a year. I want you to get $200 worth of value out of it. And one of those is going to be me turning the radio down. I want this to be an investment. I want you to be able to get discounts on places you shop online anyway. I want you guys to be able to have special videos that, you know, you're not going to get anywhere else no matter what. Maybe like a Friday drive home video for members only, where I kind of recap the week and talk about some of the crazy things that have went on, you know, outside of the typical Monday, Wednesday, Friday podcast type shows. Things that'll make it special for the premium members, for the folks that have stepped up and wanted to support the show, wanted to support what I'm doing, as well as there may be some DIY videos or how-to videos that are available only to premium members. But again, the bulk of the show, the 9 to 5, so to say, I want to always, always, always be free. I want you to be able to enjoy the show, not have to pay a dime, but if you want to support the show and you want to be part of a premium type community, there's that option for you as well. And in addition to that, you know, I want to get better at the show. I've done 100 shows. This is show 100. And I still feel like there's a lot of room for improvement on my end, you know, both in shooting the show, being better with delivery, more consistent, more concise information out. I repeat myself a lot, I know. I'm sorry, I live in a world where if I don't repeat myself several times, like the message doesn't get across. And some of that may be my delivery, but a lot of that is just the thick-headedness of a lot of technicians in the world. I'm working hard to get better at filming the show, editing the show, so that I can do that faster, so that I can do that with a higher level of quality, and I can have more time to answer emails, answer your questions, answer your messages on Facebook, you know, whatever it may be. The faster I can actually produce the show and have it uploaded, the more time that it leaves me for that. A lot of you guys have asked me about t-shirts and apparel and stickers and patches. I'm really into that stuff. It's coming. I'm working on it. I never really wanted to be in the apparel business, but I want you guys to have the things that you want from me, from the show. And that's one that I've gotten a lot of, so I'm working on some shirts now. I don't have a date of when that'll be ready. I really want that first run of shirts, the blue shirts, I kind of want that to be the only run of blue shirts, at least for a long time, because I want that group of people that initially said, yes, Charles, we'll support what you're doing, we want a t-shirt. I want that to be special for you guys. It's important to me. It would be important to me if I was on the other end of it. I think it'd be really cool to have like a limited run shirt that, you know, only maybe 30 people had. So I want to try and keep that special, but I want more shirts for you guys. I'm just really picky about the t-shirts that I want the Humble Mechanic logo on. And you guys that have the blue shirts, throw in the comment section of how awesome that shirt is and how comfortable it is, because seriously, that is like the shirt that I want you guys all to have, just in different colors or whatever. And I'm working hard to get over that on my own. Maybe I'll do a run on Teespring or something like that, just so you guys can pick whatever shirt you want. You don't have to have just that shirt that I want. You can have whatever you want. And when it all boils down to it, I want this show to continue to get better for you guys. You know, this is all for you guys. Yeah, I make a couple bucks here and there, but it's probably pennies per hour compared to the work that I do, but that's not why I do it. I do it because I really like it. I do it because it helps you guys, whether you're an upcoming tech, whether you're an experienced tech kind of stuck in a rut, whether you're a DIYer, whether you have a 98 GTI just like this and you want to start working on it on your own. I want this show to provide an incredible value for you, and I want it to continue to get better and better and better. There's also some other super secret squirrel things that are going on. I'll be at SEMA and Apex in November. I'm so excited about that. It's been a dream of mine for years and years to be able to go to that event and check it out. I'll be able to hang out with some good friends of mine and have a great time with them, so that'll be really cool. It'll be neat to be in that kind of part of the industry that I've never really been in before. I'm ultra excited. There'll be a ton of content from that. I'm trying to line up some interviews and cool things that are going on, so I can provide you guys again with more cool stuff. And again, hopefully building and building and building to the point where I can do this for you guys full time. And you know, that if it never happens and I'm a dealer tech for the next 20 years, that's fine. I think with how awesome you guys are as a community, I think we can pull it off and continue to make a really awesome show. So my question for you guys of the day, what would you like to see out of the next 100 videos on HumbleMechanic.com? All right, guys, gonna wrap it up there. If you have any questions or comments, post it in the comments section below. Hey, if you like the video, throw it a thumbs up on YouTube. I always appreciate that. You can also subscribe on YouTube or on the blog. Hey, one quick thing about the subscriptions. When you subscribe, that means you're not missing the content, because there are some videos that make it onto YouTube that maybe don't go on the blog, or make it up on Facebook that don't go on YouTube or on the blog. So I try and kind of spread the content out between all the social media platforms and keep it a little bit different. Of course, I try to share the show on everywhere, but you know, Instagram's really fun. Check me out there. Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, obviously. You know, I've said the whole spiel a million times. I just wanted to throw that little note about subscriptions and how important that is, so you guys aren't missing anything. All right, thanks for watching, guys. It's been an awesome 100 episodes. I'm super excited. I hope you like the dual GoPro view. I guess this one's probably just watching this one. This one's watching that one and the rear view mirror. It might be a little weird. We'll see what it looks like in editing, but all right, guys, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.